Hello, my name is Daniel Selitzer, and today I'm going to share my personal and ethical visionary statement. This project is basically about who I am, what I value, and the kind of leader I want to become, both in my career and in life. So I'm going to start with my core values, which are respect, loyalty, and teamwork. For me, honesty is the foundation of everything. I think if people can't trust you, nothing else really works. So respect is also a value that means a lot to me. I've learned that treating people the way you want to be treated goes a long way, no matter who they are. Loyalty is also important to me. I try to be there for people who've been there for me in my life, whether that's friends, family, or coworkers. And finally, teamwork. I've always liked working with others. I think you get way more done when everyone's collaborating instead of competing against each other. And when it comes to my ethical values, my biggest influence has definitely been my family. I would say, especially my dad. He's always been a great example of what discipline and hard work look like. Watching him handle challenges taught me that you don't have to talk big. You just prove yourself through consistency. Me personally, as well, I grew up in Mexico. It shaped a lot of who I am. Culturally, there's a lot of emphasis on community, respect, and staying humble. Those lessons stuck with me, and I still try to live by them. And as for my goals in the future, I'm majoring in computer science. And after graduation, I want to move up to the Bay potentially with my dad since he's living up there currently. And I hope to work somewhere near Silicon Valley as a software engineer since in my field it's seen as a big tech center when it comes to computer science. I've always been interested in how technology connects people and how small ideas can turn into big innovations. On a personal level, I also want family someday. I balance life where I'm going meaningful when I'm doing meaningful work, but I also have time for the people I care about. Now, if I'm being honest, I've never really seen myself as someone out to like change the world, but I do think that through computer science, there's a lot of potential to make a difference. Whether that's improving systems, solving problems, or creating tools that actually help people. So even if that's not my main lesson, my main mission right now, I think over time I'll find ways to contribute to something bigger through my work. I would hope so. When I think about leadership, I want to be the kind of person who's disciplined, inspirational, and focused on helping others improve. To me, leadership isn't about being the loudest voice in the room. It's about setting an example, staying reliable, and lifting people up around you. I want to be known as someone who doesn't just lead by title, but by action. My personal leadership vision statement, which is later seen in the poster board, is to lead with discipline and purpose, inspiring others to grow, improve, and believe in their own potential. That's what I want to be remembered for. Someone who works hard, stays consistent, and motivates others to do the same thing. So now I'm going to show my poster. Um, should be right there, right? Yeah. So yeah. So I'm going to show you my poster board. Um, at the top or around the middle, I've written my vision statement in bold letters so that it stands out, which is to lead with discipline and purpose, inspiring others to grow, improve, and believe in their own potential. Underneath that statement, I have three images that represent who I am as a leader. So, firstly, I have the light bulb to the right, which stands for ideas and innovation, because I love creating and problem solving, which is why I picked my major, computer science. I've also left little images at the top of that represents me with the computer science major. I have the plug, the computer, and then the coding symbol. And then second, I have the mountain in the middle, which represents discipline and perseverance, which is the idea of pushing through challenges and always climbing higher, which is what I have right there in the middle. And then lastly, I have the compass, which represents direction and moral guidance, because I want my values to guide every decision I make as a leader. I also have around the poster the words that I value a lot, which are honesty, respect, loyalty, and teamwork. So these visuals together really capture how I see leadership, staying grounded, being creative, and helping others succeed too. So overall, my personal and ethical leadership vision is about staying true to the values I learned from my family, more specifically my dad, but also my mom a little bit. Honesty, respect, loyalty, and teamwork, while continuing to grow as a person and as a future professional. I want to keep improving, help others to do the same, and lead in a way that's both disciplined and meaningful. Thank you.